Why, hello everybody that's out there on YouTube. It's your boy Maxwell coming at you with yet another video. And this week's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Voyager class Armada Universe Starscream. Oh, he's a good figure, in my opinion. He is a really good figure. So, instead of me gushing about it now, let's get going into today's video review.
I declare this to be Astroplane.
And here we have Starscream all opened up out of his packaging and in his jet mode. Now, first and foremost, we're going to start off this review by taking a look at the packaging, of which I still have. Here we're going to raise up our camera here so we can see it a little bit better. Here we've got the Armada Universe Starscream. Starscream in his jet mode. Transformers Legacy. Transformers Generation. Takara Tommy. On this side of the box, we just got images of Starscream in his robot mode, and another nice image there of Starscream. And hey, look, it's Starscream as it would be written out in Cybertronian glyphs. On the bottom, words, barcodes, and things. On the top, Transformers Legacy. On this side, we just got this lovely Legacy artwork. And hey, look, Transformers Authentic. Transformers Legacy. And then on the back of the box, we just got a couple of obligatory product shots, robot mode, jet mode, and all other kinds of cool things. 18 steps, barcode for his tech specs, if that interests you. Yeet the box. So, moving right along. Here we have Armada Universe Starscream, all transformed and in his vehicle mode. And as I stated in my intro, I absolutely love this figure. So growing up, I actually grew up in the time period of the Armada series. My first Transformers figure was Armada Universe Jetfire, Armada Jetfire, if that puts anything into perspective. So let's get in closer so we can take a look at the detailing. Lots of nice detailing throughout the figure. And in spite of the love and the multiple hours of playing that I have spent with him, as well as many of my other figures, he still looks fairly clean and nice. Nice, like blue metal flaked for the cockpit. And yes, he has a visible head syndrome right there. This is a wonderful recreation of the Armada Starscream figure. Like, it really is. It's like I can't wait to see what the Armada Universe Megatron is like in hand, as well as Armada Universe Optimus Prime. I am so getting to both of them. And so yeah, purple Decepticon signs here. Here we got his all kinds of other cool bits and pieces. Here we have underneath here, and yeah, you could definitely tell he's a robot folded up, but that was kind of the whole thing behind Armada. They didn't really necessarily care about the whole aesthetics of things. They were cubey and bulky and awesome, and it's like you can't complain with that. And so he's got nice wings, he's got all kinds of ports. I don't know really what else to talk about this, because I really want to get him into his robot mode, but I've got to finish talking about his jet mode first. So something that is a cool feature with regards to Armada Universe Starscream, much like his actual the original Armada figure, is he does have these intake valves and fuselages that can actually flip around and become firing exhausts. And believe it or not, actually, today I actually have some blast effects close on hand, so you can see that these are blast effect compatible. These are, of course, the Siege Jetfire ones. I actually recently got Siege Jetfire. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Take those, we're going to put those off to the side now that you've seen that. And yeah, and then they just flip around like so. Looking pretty cool, if you ask me. So there you got that. Let's see here. There we go. I can lower the camera just a little bit more. And now we're going to go into our comparisons. Today is literally just going to be a Starscream with one exception review and with comparisons. First off, here he is with the Transformers Cyberverse Deluxe class. Starscream, so we can see how he looks with that mold. And this is an interesting Starscream mold. I haven't reviewed him yet. I don't know if I will or not. Maybe I will, but whoosh. There you got that. Here he is with the deluxe class Dark of the Moon Starscream. See how these two look together. And yeah, two way totally different aesthetics, if you ask me. So there you got that. Whoosh. Here he is next to the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege, hot link, because he is the only Tetrajet Seeker mold that I have. There we go. Words will work right. So whoosh, there you got that. Here he is next to the Transformers Studio Series Movie 1 Voyager class Starscream. Two whole completely different jets. I know. Whoosh. There you got that. Here he is next to the Studio Series Bumblebee movie, Tetrajet Starscream. Yeah, I know. A lot of Starscreams in this video. But hey, it's my video. I'm going to do what I want. There you got that. And here he is next to his fellow Voyager Starscream mold, that of the Earthrise / Coronation Starscream mold. Granted, I personally do not have Coronation Starscream. This is the Earthrise one. And so there you got that. Whoosh. And then last but certainly not least, and not at all forgotten, the Generation 1 Starscream. Granted, a Walmart reissue from a few years back, but still Generation 1 Starscream. And so there you go. And so now the last thing to talk about Starscream here in his jet mode is the fact of his accessories and their storage on him in his vehicle mode. He comes with two of them, one of them being his wing blade piece, which I think is a pretty cool addition. Not necessary, but is still a cool addition. And then his other one being the Armada Universe Star Saber, which is made up of the Airstrike team, which is pretty cool. And the fact that they got these guys molded in as if they were actually combined together. Now, a lot of reviewers and a lot of fans have been saying this. I think it would have been cool, but I understand why they didn't do it. Is if they actually created the Airstrike team updated and given us a modern Star Saber. That would have been really cool, but I understand why they didn't do that. And so the way that these guys work is he does have a couple different ports, 5mm ports, right here and right here on either side of the vehicle on his jet mode. But according to the instructions and box art, if you want to have this on there, you just plug them in onto the wings like so. Which I think is dumb, but hey, it's a thing that you can do. And as always, options are good to have. So there you got that. And so yeah, I don't think there's too much else to talk about with him in his jet mode. Yeah, he's still really cool, really nice figure in his jet mode too. So let's get into his transformation, shall we? Let's. Okay, what are we going to get started off with? I guess we're going to get started off by taking his arms and bringing them down like so. That helps to give us a little bit more freedom and capability to come back here, because we also need to untab his legs because they are just tabbed in together via this tab here into that slot and that tab into the slot in his legs. And from there, what we can do is we can take his legs and bring them out, bring them down, and rotate them so that way they're facing properly. Do the same on this other side. Bring it down, rotate it so it's facing properly, and then we can close these panels back up. From there, we're going to take his feet, we're going to bring them down, and then reach in. There's this little tab here, and flip his heels out. And voila, there you got his lower body all said and done. He's very simple, I will admit, and part of me really enjoys that. So raise up the camera here a little bit. And from here, what we're going to do is we're going to take all of this and we're going to bring it down. And that actually brings up his head, so we'll just bring his head down like so. And from there, what we're going to do is we're going to take the cockpit section, and there's this little slot here that goes on this tab right here. Here we go, slot, tab. Bring that down, and that just tabs into play. Now you can leave these wing sections out, but they are on hinges, and so you can just bring them in, and that just streamlines everything, making it look really nice. Now, something else now we're going to do this as part of the official transformation, but then after a little bit, I'm going to put him out how I put him on the shelf. From there, we're going to take this little flap section on his back and bring it down. There's these 2 tabs that go into 2 slots. Oop, here, move his feet. 2 tabs, 2 slots. Bring it down like so. That holds all that in place. From there, we're going to slide his arms in, like so. And then from there, we're going to take the wings and we're going to rotate them up and then bring them back a little bit. Rotate them up and bring them back. And there you got that all said and done. Open up the arm sections here, arm panels, to then allow you to be able to flip out the hand, and we'll close that back up. Do the same thing on the other side. Take it, flip it out. And there we go. There you got Armada Universe Starscream all transformed and in his robot mode. And he's looking pretty good if you ask me. He looks really nice. I love this design. I finally, a couple months back or a little while back, I finally got to watch the entirety of the Armada cartoon, and I absolutely loved it. And I can't wait to see if they're going to release a Thundercracker and Skywarp variant because from the toys and stuff. But if we don't get them, oh well, it would be nice, but not a high necessity. Now let's get in closer so we can take a look at the detailings on him. I love that head sculpt on him. And he's got a little bit of a chip paint on the nose, but oh well. He gets played with a bit, so that kind of makes sense. Coming down here, nice little bits of gold painting, kind of addedly revealed. Even got him on his arms and stuff. Nice, still blue there. Yeah, a lot of red and black on this figure. Not a whole lot of blues in comparison to like his more G1 versions of himself and stuff. And yes, he's got a backpack because of these things, but there's something you can do to remedy that, and it's even showcased on the box art, so I will showcase that off here momentarily. Articulation for this guy features a ball joint at the head for movement for side to side and looking up and kind of looking down. Arms are on a swivel. They can do a full 360, but the wings do get in the way. But since the wings are on a hinge and swivel, you can move things out of the way, so you can get more rotation out of it, but then you're ruining the aesthetics of it. Biceps are on a swivel, and you got a double jointed elbow for lots of range of movement there. And technically you can use the slider if you want to, but why you would do that is beyond me. Oh, and arms can go up and down too. Waist is technically on a swivel, but it is hindered because of the cockpit section and the backpack. So, mostly the cockpit though. So, but if you undid it, then you'd get even more, but then you got to move other things, and it's like, yeah. So it's, you make some sacrifices for it, but oh well, such is life in my opinion. Legs can go forward that far. They can go back that far. Outward that far. He does have a thigh rotation. He's got a little over 90 degrees of bend there on the knee, which is really nice. And feet can go up and down a little bit, and you got ankle tiltage. And so yeah, posability for this guy is absolutely amazing. Now, as for with regards to his accessories, you got your wing blade and the Star Saber. Now he can hold them in either hand, which looks pretty cool and pretty nice. So he can hack slash all he wants to. And if you flip out the cannons here, and if you got your blast effects, which I still have them available, you can totally have them ready to stab and blast people in the face if you want. No, I'm not doing any blushing. That is Emgo's thing. And so you got that if you so desire and want. And it's a cool thing that they give you the option for it. Now, I personally, even though I absolutely love this figure, I am not a fan as to how this all sits. And so they did create a remedy for that. If you take this backpack section, this back tail section here, or his butt flap, bring it up. Uh-oh. Please, something with his... There we go. Bring it all up. You can actually bring this whole section down, and then you create his standard, like, fuselage looking section columns on his shoulders. And I actually really like how that looks. And it gives you a lot of added extra capability for rotating his head if you want. It's really cool that they gave you the option and the capability to do that if that is something that you so desire. And so there you go. There you got that. And so now let's get into our comparisons. Starting off with, we're going to do Deluxe Class Cyberverse Starscream. So we can see how these two look together. They look pretty good together. Very interesting Starscream figure, but that's beside the point. Here he is next to the Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Starscream. See how they look together. Here he is next to the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Tetrajet mold with Hotlink. You got that. Here he is next to the Transformers Studio Series, the first movie Voyager Starscream, and yeah, he's a little bit of a bigger boy for Voyager class, but still, nonetheless, still can see how these two look together. Here he is next to the Transformers Bumblebee movie Starscream. You can see how these two look together. There you got that. Here he is next to the Earthrise Seeker mold with Starscream. So we can see how these two look together. And then last but certainly not least, here he is next to the G1 reissue Starscream. Oh, that is precious. And I'm becoming MGO because this is just so precious. And so there you got that. This is just a last minute splice in, but here's the Kingdom Core class Starscream 2. Because I totally forgot about him. And so there you have it, my review on the Transformers Legacy Voyager class Armada Universe Starscream. He's really cool, really fun. I've really been enjoying every opportunity and moment that I get when I get to play with him. He's like, I have to say, he probably takes the place as like my favorite Starscream mold. And that's hard because like the Studio Series one is a really good one. The Studio Series Transformers 2007 movie version. The Bumblebee movie one is meh, in my opinion, but I really still like that because of the whole live-action Tetrajet thing. But that's beside the point. Starscream here. He's really cool and really fun. I've enjoyed him. It's taken me so long to get this review out, but then again, it's taken me a while to get a lot of different reviews out, so you know how it gets to be. The accessories, the Star Saber, and the nice thing is too, because I also happen to have Armada Universe Hotshot too, which he'll be getting his own review here soon too. You got the accessory that can go with both of them, which is really cool and really nice. I love that they're delving into the Armada stuff. I can't help but wonder if maybe at some point later down the line, and maybe the next line, maybe we'll get a leader class Armada Universe Jetfire. That would be pretty cool. I mean, I would love to see a Thundercracker and Skywarp variant of this, because the Skywarp actually had a whole tail fin thing, so he was uniquely different. And then Thundercracker was, at least in the anime, in the animated series, was an upgraded version of Starscream here. So, you know, it'd be cool to see them release this in the standard trio set. Because then it's like I got more stuff to fill up my shelves, and for a lot of collectors, it would just fill up certain spots and spaces within their collection, which is really cool and really nice. And they're delving into things that we never thought we would see again. Like, I mean, like Metal Hawk here. I never thought we would see a modern day Metal Hawk, and let alone that he'd be a heavy retool of Cyclonus. Who are they going to retool with this? You know, I can't help but wonder if with a little bit of retooling, they could easily, very easily make this a Prime Universe Starscream. Because if they retool just this back section to not be this, yeah, they could easily make this a Prime Universe Starscream. And I would actually be fine with that. Either this figure or G-Axis, one of the two of them I would love to see. But I think this one, because he's a tad bit more slender, and as was the Prime Universe Starscream. But that's beside the point. Would I recommend him? Absolutely. He is really cool and really fun. And the nice thing is, too, I didn't mention this when we were taking a closer look, but you can still store the weapons on his wings and stuff. And so, yeah. Which is, it's cool. It's cool that you could do that. They give you options, and options are good, especially in this case. But that's enough. Thanks, you guys, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be certain to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with whomever you think might like it. And please don't forget to check me out on social media. Links, of course, will be in the description down below. And so, again, thanks for tuning in. Let's cue our outro. Hey gang, thanks again for tuning in to this latest installment of Maxwell's Reviews. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel by clicking here. And please be certain to check out this other video review. And also be certain to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with whomever you think might like it. All the help really helps me out. And so again, until next time, fun people, camera fall down!